Well, this ain't so bad, is it? I guess not. Say, I said all that. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. And to all a good day. It's Christmas Eve, and here we are, having a good time, hanging out, doing what we do. You know, being who we are. Just, gonna go, I guess, shill my bullshit on every. Oh yeah, let me go to every. But people put. That's why people put a promote yourself little thing in there. I won't do it outside of a promote yourself little whatever. I don't like that kind of thing, but I do like to go and at least in self promo say, hey, I'm gonna be on, and people are like, oh, okay, whatever, and that's what you do, I guess. Christmas, it is Christmas today, a beautiful time of day. With a beautiful way and a beautiful day, it's a beautiful, beautiful way of Christmas. God rest ye merry gentlemen who have come from the memes. I don't know what to tell you, 'cause you are pretty extreme. But the music, it is pretty good, and all the jokes are fine. So we will sit and play around tonight. Play around tonight. We will sit and play around tonight. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. I was trying to sit around and figure out, I don't know, like some different ways to play it on guitar. I think I figured out a pretty cool little way that we'll we'll see. We'll see how cool it is. It might not be cool. We'll see. It's probably cool. Might not be. Probably is. Um, you decide. You know? I'm gonna do this, do that. Go here, go there. Nobody, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. The trouble I've seen. The trouble I've seen. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. They just think, who's this asshole? That's true. Let me hop on the Twitch chat now. I don't know. I hope everybody, really, I hope everybody is out with their families having a Merry Christmas. But, I've spent the last several Christmases alone, by myself. I don't like that. I don't know anybody who really likes that. Maybe somebody likes it out there, likes being alone for Christmas but usually they have a kind of traumatic or sad reason. So this, I figure I want to stream a little bit. When these lights are bright, want to stream a little bit to help out, uh, help out the people who maybe don't have anyone to hang out with, you know? Don't have anyone to see or don't have anyone to talk to. That's nice. It seems nice to me. Let's have a good time. I don't. And also, I like to play on stream because I'm really bad. I'm good at writing things on the guitar as I'm playing it. I'm really bad at remembering them afterwards. Let's try that. broke a nail last night, and now it doesn't sound good. Let's try it this way. That's pretty close to God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. What's up in tandem DJ? What you up to, man? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. That I've been alone for the past like 5 Christmases. Well, not last Christmas. Actually, that was the first Christmas I spent with family in a long time. That was right after I moved here to Hawaii. But before that, it was like five, it felt like, I don't know, several Christmases I was just alone. And it was not easy. It's not easy to be alone on Christmas. Um, and so for all my family who's out there, my hanai family, as they say here in Hawaii, or hanai ohana, that's your family that may not be your blood, but they're they're your family, you know? And you're my family, Aeon. You got a couple drinks, you know? Maybe tonight, later tonight when my family goes to bed early here, but it will be like, be like 2 in the morning for you. Uh, maybe I'll say, maybe we can hop on VC or something. It ain't easy being alone on Christmas. It ain't easy having no one to say, oh, could you time? And here's a present by the way. But oh, just think of your friends wherever they may be, and stop to talk to the man on the street who may be wallowing in his grief. Don't forget about the little man, or the poor man, or the hungry. Just think, what would old Jesus do, and help 'em find a cheery day. No, it ain't easy being alone on Christmas, but you don't need to be if you think that a man down the street, he ain't doing any harm, just a sitting and a shivering in the cold. Hell, go take him a shot of bourbon and say, oh, cheer up, my friend. Maybe smoke a little weed with the poor man and give him a loaf of bread. Well, it ain't all too lonely if the lonely all learn to stick together through thick and thin. All the hardest times will blow away in the wind. That's my song for the people who are out there in the world by themselves right now. Yeah, just help out. Help yourself a little bit by helping out somebody else, and everyone will be a little less lonely. That's I don't know. That's what Mr. Christmas would do. Maybe Santa was the loneliest guy around, so he just thought, it'll make me a lot happier if I give everybody else presents. And you know what? I think it did. I think he's the happiest guy now. Good guy, that old Saint Nick. I ought to play some Christmas songs, man. I just don't know them very well. I don't really learn other people's songs very easily. I don't. I like to write songs and make songs up, and do whatever I'm gonna do. I like to improvise, and you know, not everyone's a big fan of that, but I am, so I do it that way. Very few people can do it. Very few people can keep up with that kind of thing. So I feel like it's a unique gift that I have. And so I try to take what gifts God has given me and give them to other people. So let's see. Um, oh, shit. Oh, there we go. There's a Christmas. I had a Christmas song book, I think. Didn't I? The Art of Writing Love Songs. Well, that's not it. Oh, wait, no, hold on. It's up above here. Finger picking guitar Bible. Yeah, here we go. Fingerstyle Christmas guitar. Let's see what we can see from this. Too bad my fingernail broke, man. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, isn't it nice that I found this? What's the UFO song? Oh yeah, yeah. You want me to play that song? That's a good one. When you better pray to the Lord when you see them flying saucers. Maybe there come another judgment day. Yeah. Let's see. Let me let's see. That goes to a terrifying sight. Yeah, yeah. You'd better pray to the Lord when you see them flying saucers. Maybe the coming of Judgment Day. It's a sign, there's no doubt, of the trouble it's about. So I say, my friends, you'd better start to pray. They're a terrifying sight as they fly on day and night. It's a warning that we'd better mend our way. You better pray to the Lord when you see those flying saucers. It may be the coming of the judgment day. Many people think the saucer might be someone's foolish dream. Maybe they were sent down here from Mars. Well, if you'll just stop and think, you'll realize just what it means. They're more than atom bombs or falling stars. And though the war may be through, there's unrest and trouble brewing, and those flying saucers may be just a sign. I gotta scroll down, that if peace doesn't come, it will be the end of some. So repent today, you're running out of time. Oh, they're a terrifying sight as they fly on day and night. It's a warning that we'd better mend our way. You'd better pray to the Lord when you see them flying saucers. May be the coming of the judgment day. Yeah, they're a terrifying sign. They wander day and night. It's a warning that we'd better mend our way. We'd better pray to the Lord when we see them flying saucers. May be the coming of the judgment day. Yeah, you'd better pray to the Lord when you see those flying saucers. May be the coming of the judgment day. That's a good one. That's a good song, man. I love that one. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. They always talk about angels flying on silver chariots and things like that. Ezekiel saw an angel. He said it looked like a wheel within a wheel. That could move wherever it wanted to go. And then he talked about the faces that were on it, and he said that there was a man's face, a lion's face, a a bull's face, and a serpent's face. And so, what that means is that those are the zodiac cross. The zodiac cross, Aquarius, is the man who carries water, who sits across the way from Leo, the lion. Then Taurus, the bull, is perpendicular to them, and across the way from that is Scorpio. But Scorpio used to be called the serpent, which is why Scorpio is next to Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer. And sometimes people call Ophiuchus the 13th zodiac sign, but that one is actually, they're related. Yeah, so, no, well, I mean, it's a multidimensional being for sure. But they're angels. There's something crazy out there. But their appearance as a wheel within a wheel, I'm like, oh, it could be. It sounds like a UFO. And he was describing its faces. He's describing it in a mystical way, in a coded way almost, an occulted way, if you will. But he's describing a wheel within a wheel that's moving across the zodiac, and that wheel spoke to him somehow. And it's like. I think there's a lot of symbolism in it. It's not just, it is literal and it's not literal. It's both. It's like, there's metaphorical aspects and there's literal aspects. And I believe what it's talking about is essentially an ancient, UFO sighting. So that's the same thing in when the Hebrews were going through the desert, or the star that guided the wise men to Jesus. But the star, what guided the Hebrews through the desert was this cloud. There was a big cloud, and at night it looked like a pillar of flame. And so, I don't know, but hell, sounds like you know, if you see like those like abduction beam looking things, if you were an ancient person, you might describe it as a pillar of flame. Or if it shone a really bright spotlight or something, you wouldn't know what to call it. It's just really bright and it's at night, so it maybe reminds you of fire. Call it a pillar of flame. I don't know. And then you see it moving during the day and you're like, that's weird. What's that thing? They're like, I guess it's a moving cloud. I don't know what it is. Uh, what is it? You know? So I don't know. I don't know that stuff for sure, but I know that it's probably pretty close, you know? Something like that. I don't believe that people were lying is the thing. I just think that people were never stupid, never really that stupid to just make shit up all the time. Like people do make shit up all the time, but people also say real stuff. And society, like generally, people are hard to convince of shit that's just made up, you know. And especially when there's many, many, many people who are witnesses. So it's like if you talk about the miracle of Fatima, where people saw like the miracle of the sun descending, and they saw all these things on the horizon, like weird lights and things like that. And the young kid said that they had been speaking to this woman who was like the Virgin Mary, they thought, or something. They call her the Lady of Fatima. You know, I don't know what it was, but I know that 70 or 80,000 people saw whatever was happening there. And I don't know how to justify that. Was it just like, is it a Roman Catholic hoax because it was a Portuguese town in 1917? Could be, but 80,000 people's an awful lot. Yeah, the Nuremberg sighting back in the day, everyone saw it. You know, that was back in the 1600s, and they painted it, and yeah, it's like something happens. People saw something. I don't know what they saw, but that's why we call it an unidentified flying object. It's a UFO. I don't know what it is, but they saw something weird, and who knows? But I think it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, black spears and crosses. Yeah, there's a famous painting of it. Let's play another one of these fingerstyle Christmas songs. That was pretty fun. Let's see what's coming up next. Go Tell It on the Mountain. I'm not gonna do that one right now. Let me play. I'm gonna play some of my favorites. Joy to the World. That's a good one. You know. Oh no, that's in an altered tuning. That's an open G. So that's in slack key, taro patch. I'll do that sometime, but I don't want to retune right this second. Angels We Have Heard on High. Oh, that's also in an altered tuning. I was like, that doesn't look right. Are these all in altered tunings? Which ones are in standard tuning? Okay. Pretty cool though. Oh, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, and it's got the B part too. It's got that the weird. It's jazzy. It's so jazzy, you know. It's hard. That's cool, man. I love some of these things, but they can be really hard to play. Some of these a lot of these old, yeah. I mean, at its core, the Bible is intended to be a record of some kind, of a historical stuff, and it doesn't mean it's 100% accurate because people's opinions about history, what they perceive and things, it's not 100% accurate, but but it doesn't mean that you can just throw it out. You can't just throw things out just because you're like, well, some percentage of it might be inaccurate. You don't do that in a courtroom. You don't do that in science. You don't do that in literature. You don't do it anywhere. History. We don't just. We are like, okay, we're uncertain about what about this is true and false, so we have to take it with a grain of salt. But we don't have to throw it all out. We have to just be critical about what we're reading. Um, and that's what everyone does. You just have to be critical. Whenever someone tells you some bullshit about that they heard on the news, you don't have to say, no, that's bullshit. I heard CNN lied about one thing one time. It's like, yeah, CNN lies. So does RT. So does MSNBC or Fox News or any of them lie sometimes. But that doesn't mean that we throw out everything that they say. We just have to be critical about what we hear. You have to say, well, okay, well, what is true and what's false? And no, I don't think that science is inherently spiteful toward religion. I think that who, certain people, like religion and science are both scapegoated a lot. They're not mutually exclusive things. Um, I work with this lady at my work where I teach music, but she's a science teacher in for a high school science teacher, and she's also a religious lady that goes to church on Sundays. It's like science and religion do not answer the same questions. They don't have the same methods, and they're not intended to. The earliest scientists like Francis Bacon, Isaac Newton, like these guys were extremely religious people. Francis Bacon was one of the guys that wrote the King James Bible. Like these guys were extraordinarily religious. They created the modern scientific method because they're not exclusive. And that doesn't mean that they are the same either. But the idea is that one of them explains the world from the top down, the other one explains the world from the bottom up, and someday we hope that they'll meet in the middle. We don't know that they will, but we intend to find out. And I think that that's the magical journey that humankind is on. I love it. I love science. I love religion. And there you go. Yeah, you mean science. Science. Right. I mean, I know what you mean. So any dang way. Um, Let me see what else we got here. Oh, that looks cool. That looks like it might be interesting. It goes. Oh, it goes way up there. Okay. There's some really interesting arrangements in this book. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. What an interesting arrangement of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas that is. I know I'm not playing these things perfectly or whatever, but it's like, when you're sight reading them for the first time, you can't really be perfect or whatever. But, I've been teaching a lot of kids to play um, oh yeah, it actually falls better on the ukulele a little bit. I need to come up with a version of that on guitar. I've been doing an ukulele version. Maybe wrong. I most definitely am wrong in most instances. Yes, all of us are. That's the thing, is that that ends up to usually be where I run into trouble with people is when they have decided that they are correct and that everybody else is wrong about everything. And people accuse me of doing this, but the thing is that mostly I realize I'm a fool and I really don't know what's true about most things. Um, and the thing is historically speaking, most people in history have been wrong about almost everything. And I I just think that it's arrogant to believe that you're the first one that came along that got it right. Maybe it's possible you might have won the lottery, kid. You might be the one person in the world who really has their shit figured out. Um, I don't know. Yeah, like Socrates, the only thing that I know is that I know nothing for sure. I can guess, but anyone who tells me that they know things for sure, like people, this is a problem that you run into in science as much as the church. The church does the same thing, and it's like people have decided that they know what they don't know. And it's not that they don't have evidence. That's not the problem. The problem is that they make a leap from saying, I suspect to I know. They make a difference between I suppose and I know for sure, for a fact, that I am correct. And when people do that, I like the Hermetic axiom, all truths are half truths, because my truth is half true because without your half of the truth, it can't be fully true, but it might be halfway. It's like in order for you and I to come to understand a truth together, I have to meet you halfway. You have to meet me halfway. Otherwise, we're not reaching any consensus. We haven't reached any consensus reality. We're not in any objective reality. We're both in a subjective perception of reality. So we end up in a real big problem, which is that if I say, um, I know you're wrong and I'm right, then we don't get anywhere because they're at least partially right. Everyone is, because they're standing where they're standing and they have their perspective from where they're standing. So their perspective is not wrong because it's their perspective, but they have to also realize it's their perspective. Now, if you and I can both realize that we have our own perspectives and that we are both correct in perceiving the things that we've perceived, even if we're not correct in 100% about the objective reality of what is actually true about what we perceived, our perceptions are not lies. they are our experience. Our experiences are true, but what the objects of our experience we do not have truth about. We only have a partial truth based on our ability to perceive it from our own angle. Now, if you and I want to arrive closer at the truth of the objective, then we have to come together somehow and merge our experiences to say, you're half true and you're missing part of the puzzle, and I'm half true, I'm missing part of the puzzle. And now if we combine our truths, we might overlap half of the way and disagree half of the time. Now we have 3/4 of the truth, maybe, at best. Now we have to go find some other guy and ask him what's true. And that guy might fill in the remaining 25%, or we might start to experience diminishing returns. And it's like we can have 1 million people and still only arrive at 99% objective reality. We're missing 1% because no one of those 1 million people has the perspective to have realized it. We don't know, but we can guess. We can guess, we can make projections, we can make hypotheses, we can test them, and we can continually refine our understanding. And that's what I think we do right in some cases. And when we ignore that, we end up falling into error a lot. And when it comes to dealing with things of God, then, when people say that the Bible is the literal word of God, you know what? I think maybe you're right. I think the Bible is the literal word of God, but it's not literally what I think, and it's not literally what you think. It's literally what God thinks. So it doesn't matter what you or I believe about it. God's truth is an objective truth by definition. God's the one that decided what objectivity even means. So he's the one that applies it all. If that's God's truth, but you and I are not capable of understanding it because we are not God, then we also have to say, okay, my understanding may not be complete, and it may not ever be complete, because I am not God, and I cannot understand omnisciently like him, or something like that. So everything in the Bible can be 100% true, and literally so. It's just that our understanding of it as a literal truth from our perspective is not necessarily true. Right. God perceives the objective, but we don't. We're not omniscient. So we don't perceive the objective. We only perceive the subjective. And by definition, God can say what's objective, and we can't. So the Bible could be 100% literal word of God, but we could still fail to understand it almost 100% of the time. If we're really doing bad at understanding, we could misunderstand everything in the Bible while it's still literally being true. It's just that it's not literally true the way that we think it's literally true. It's not literally what we think is the truth. So people who say, I understand it and nobody else does, are, in my opinion, this is my subjective opinion, but my subjective opinion is that they must be objectively wrong about it, because objectively, no one could really understand it 100% except one person. If you want to call God a person, I don't know that that's a fair way to describe God, but God is way more than a person, far beyond a person. So I don't know if it's polite to reduce God to personhood, but I can say that, as far as these things go, if I say I am 100% right about what I believe in the Bible, and you should believe what I believe too, because I'm correct, then I feel like that person that says that objectively wrong. They must be objectively wrong because they are not God, and God is the only one that could be objectively correct about everything. That's just like by the nature of the definitions of the terms. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. See, when we're talking about, is it folly to relate God to a person or personality? I don't know. Lots of people say Jesus is God. I don't know. I I don't believe that any human being is God, but if they are part of God or some way, like people have all these ways of arguing about Christology and things like that. I don't understand it. And that's the truth. The truth is that I don't fully understand any of it. And so when I say I don't know that, the only thing I know is that I don't really think I know anything. As because I say that because, frankly, I don't really understand it. I don't know perfectly what the hell's going on, and wish I did, but I don't. I'm not God. I don't know it. So I can conjecture, and that's the best I can do. Um, I can make guesses, and I can try to be gentle and kind about other people's guesses, and not be too much of an asshole. Not go around cutting off heads and saying, "Hey, you're fucking a heretic. I'm gonna cut off your head." Uh, that's what I like. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, something deep's happening here. Aeon said it best, Mr. In Tandem DJ. I don't know what's happening here, but I can tell something's happening here. Or maybe we should just go home anyway. Oh shit. Oh man, my guitar's been off this whole time. Could you hear my guitar okay? It's been... Ah shit, I had the tuner turned on. I was like, I wonder why it's so quiet. That sucks. Could you hear it, Aeon? Could you hear the guitar okay? This whole time? Or did it sound like shit? Does it sound better now? Oh, that's good. I think it's this microphone. This microphone's better at miking kind of an area than the other one I was using for a while. My phone's going crazy. Going crazy, man. Oh, yeah. Well, also, I'm streaming this on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know. I got a Restream account finally. Well, I mean, I had one before, but I got the premium so that I could actually start streaming all this crap and see what the people, if they say anything or not. Mostly they don't, because hardly anyone watches this. But I'm hoping that if I keep doing it, people will start noticing that it's happening, and they might watch it sometimes. And then if enough people watch it sometimes, then I'll have an audience, and I'll feel good about myself. I mean, I feel all right about myself anyway. But it sure is nice when people tune in a little bit. I really enjoy playing for people, so that's nice. I think I have about another hour, maybe, and my family's gonna come and say, wait. It shouldn't say that. I said no. Based and red pilled. It wasn't supposed to say based and red pilled on this one. I'm supposed to say Christmas Eve. No, Christmas Eve post, man. We're posting on Christmas Eve, man. Christmas Eve. Guitar jamming. For all the people out there alone on Christmas. Yes, something more like that. Let's see. What's a nice Christmas wallpaper? I'm gonna switch up my background so it looks more a little more Christmassy. It's yeah, that might look good. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I like to do that when I'm meditating because then you can really relax your throat a lot, and then you go, oh, oh, you know, it feels nice, looks nice. I don't know, is what it is. Oh, this is what I'll switch it to. Properties. I'm gonna switch my background to my hometown during Christmas. I have a picture of my hometown during Christmas, and let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. Guess you can't exactly see it that well, but this is actually so I'm from Grass Valley. This is Nevada City. They're basically like they're twin cities kind of. I mean, they're right next to each other. And so I never grew up thinking like Nevada City and Grass Valley were really different. I just kind of grew up thinking they're basically the same. Uh, yeah. Hopefully it looks nice on the stream, and people can appreciate a little bit about where I come from. Yeah, I do need an audience. I mean, I don't really know how to get one, man, you know? I feel like I'm not that bad, so but I also feel like I'm kind of controversial, you know? I get into controversy and I don't shy away from that kind of thing because I'm an opinionated person and I believe that you should speak your mind. Freedom of speech, all that, it's important to me. All the autumn leaves, they are falling. I don't know the words, so I don't really sing them. But they sound pretty good if you know them correctly. And if you could just sing the melody, sound pretty good anyway. Then you went away, and shit got bad for me. And I don't know what to say, except goddamn why'd you leave? And I say, whoa, 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 little girl, don't you go away. Away now, 'cause autumn leaves keep falling down. Autumn leaves keep a falling. I say to you, why'd you go? That's a good song, man. Not really a Christmas song, but it's a good song. Oh man, you know what's a good Christmas song? Tony Rice used to play My Favorite Things. But I'm not sure, I want to see if I could find this dang. Yeah, let's see if I could pull this up. Oh man, the way he played it was so cool, man, cuz he's like a Oh man, that's so cool. How did Okay, so it's like in 3/4, right? Yeah, so it's in like in 3/4 and then it goes does that so it goes starts off. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, man. That's so good. I love Tony Rice's playing. Such so sweet. Some of these licks, Tony Rice always played these licks like this. The How cool is that, though? How cool is that, Aeon? You hear the sound of that? I think that's really cool. And he always played like that. He always played, it's like only Tony Rice could do that. This is cool, man. He does that like there's a little harmonic minor run there. Ooh, and then it goes to that. It's cool shit, man. Tony Rice was such a good guitar player. It's like, I don't know, man. He's one of those guys like Django Reinhardt. It's just there's never gonna be another one. Everyone tries to imitate him, but no one can do it because he was just himself, you know? He was trying to imitate Clarence White, but he couldn't do that because Clarence White was Clarence White. So now I'm Lex White. I tried for when I was young to try to imitate Clarence and try to imitate Tony, but I can't do that shit. They're great. They're themselves. And so you can only be yourself, really, when it comes to music stuff, you know? And then you... Oh man, that's a good Christmas song though. I mean, I don't know if it's really a Christmas song. Is it a Christmas song? I hear it a lot. I guess because of the lyrics. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Warm love, some worn something gloves and warm cotton mittens. Something paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. You know, like that whole thing, because it has the packages tied up with string, mittens, you know, whiskers on kittens. It sounds like it would be like a, I don't know. It sounds Christmassy to me. Maybe not to you, weirdo. Come on. Yeah. But you know, oh man, there was this one that oh man, there was this one Tony Rice playing, man. Oh, that's a good song. Actually, this is a song by Norman Blake. I just see it here. It was good one time, everything was mighty fine. The cold tipples roaring day and night. But things they got slow for no reason that I know. The ill wind, the whole wind is died. Now the mines roll closed down, everybody just hangs around. There wasn't very much that you could do, except stand in a line, get your ration script on time. Woman, I could see was killing you. I saw the lights when it goes up. Saw the first new snows of December lightly fall. I kept round. I saw the last train from Poor Valley, Harry Brown and Becky Richmond bound. I should blame you now, but I never could somehow find his wife who weren't cut out to be. It wasn't what you thought, it was just some dream you bought when you left your home and ran away with me. I saw the new snows of December lightly fall. I came around. Saw the last time from Poor Valley, Harry Brown had Becky Richmond bound. It's been coming on, and I knew you'd soon be gone, leaving across your mind every day. And one day you said to me, things are bad back home, you see. I think I had better be on my way. I saw the new snows of December lightly fall. I kept around. Saw the last train from Poor Valley, Harry Brown had Becky Richmond bound. I saw the last train from Poor Valley, Harry Brown had Becky Richmond bound. Cool, man. I love that song. Norman Blake, one of my favorite songwriters of all time. He's badass and also awesome, and everyone should love him forever, as I do. I don't know. You don't have to, but also you should. Oh boy. Oh, that's a good song. I'm just got this Tony Rice page open, and I'm like, oh, that was a good song. You know, he did this song Tipper, and it was that's a cool part, though. That's such a cool song. Man, he was a great songwriter. I mean, he wrote a lot of tunes, more like fiddle tune kind of things, but I don't know about a lot. I don't know. Actually, Tony, I don't know how much Tony actually did write. I don't even know if he wrote Tipper, now that I think about it. But he did write Manzanita. That's a cool one. That's a cool song, because that one has that part of He also did a cool version of like that Birdland bounce. I don't remember it. Whatever it is. Man, some of those tunes, I really love them. I don't know. I really ought to like just put my nose to the grindstone and learn some of those things thoroughly. They I used to know them a lot better than I do now. But I don't know. I stopped playing them a lot because I wasn't going to jams. I was playing live a lot so I ended up playing all these other type of songs, but I need to go back and relearn some of my roots. What's a good one, man? What's a good one? How about this? Peaches in the summertime and apples in the fall. If I can't have my shady grove, don't want none at all. Oh, shady grove, my little love, shady grove, my darling, shady grove, my little love, I'm going back to Harlan. When I was a younger man, I wanted to fall a night. Now I want little Shady Grove to say she'll be my wife. She had cheeks as red as blooming rose and eyes as pretty as brown. Well, she's the darling of my heart, the sweetest little girl in town. I say, Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm a-going back to Harlan. I like that key change. I don't know, throw it in there sometimes. Last time I saw my shady grove, she was standing in the door, with shoes and stockings in her hand, and her little bare feet on the floor. Well, fly around my pretty little miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty little miss, and nearly drove me crazy. Yes, Shady Grove, my little girl, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm going back to Harlan. Well, every day when I go home, my wife, I try to please her, but the more I try, the worse she gets, and I'm damned if I don't leave her. So it's Shady Grove, my little girl, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little girl, I'm going back to Harlan. Some come here to fiddle and dance, and some come here to tarry, but I ain't come here to fiddle and dance, I came here to marry. Oh, Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say, Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to run away. Oh, but my Shady Grove, she had a friend, sweet as barley wine. And every time I saw a friend, well, I wish that girl was mine. But Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, don't know if I'll find shady love if I ever go back to Harlan. That's an old song with a million versions. I like it. It's good. Good versions. Bad versions. All the versions. I'll play a couple more, probably about 15 more minutes. Then I'm going to go spend time with my family because it's Christmas Eve. But I feel like I'm enjoying playing for all you. On the hopes that, hey, if you're alone on this Christmas, then here's my gift to you, and you're my family out there too. Everyone is part of this big human family, and you're all my brothers and sisters, as far as I'm concerned. For it is written, are ye not gods? And are ye not all children of the Most High, El Elyon? Psalm 82:6, quoted by Jesus. So he must have known it. He never said, I'm God's only son. In fact, he taught us to pray, Our Father, who art in heaven, oh, hallowed be thy name. Oh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us our transgression, as we forgive those who transgress against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Yeah. Yours is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and forever. Amen. That's a. I don't know, man. All that stuff is so beautiful to me. Another one is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. That says, I take refuge in the Most High God from the power of the evil one, Shaitan. In the name of God, the most merciful, most beneficent. All praise is unto you, God, Lord of all worlds, most merciful and most compassionate. It is you we worship, and to you we pray. Show us to the straight and narrow path, not the path of those who stray, but the path of the faithful. I think I missed a line in Arabic, because it goes, oh yeah, Ihdina al-sirat al-mustaqim. That means, show us the straight and narrow, or show us the path that is straight and narrow. I mean, show us the proper path, the correct path. Sirat al-Athin, the path of those who an'amta alayhim, who go correctly. Rari al-Mardum, not those who stray. Alahim al-Dalim, something like that. Not the path of those who stray away from you. That's the opening, that's Al-Fatiha, the opening verse of the Quran. Muslims will pray that verse 5 times a day. And, you know, along with probably they would sing, not sing, but you're supposed to make your voice beautiful when you recite the Quran, because it's the word of God, so make it sound beautiful, like God would do. God makes everything beautiful. Even the ugly things, from God's perspective, are beautiful because they are perfect for what they are. But then, let's say, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu al-samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. That says, in the name of God, the most merciful, most beneficent, say, He, God, is one. God is Al-Samad, As-Samad. It's almost an untranslatable word, but it's like perfect. He's beyond reproach. He's perfect. And then Lam Yalid wa Lam Yalad, who is not begotten and does not beget. He just says be and it is the reason why they say that. God's word is law. It's true. Whatever God says becomes true immediately. So he does not beget and is not begotten because in the sense that humans beget and our begotten. He's not a creator in the literal sense of the word. He's not our Father, but he is our Father in the spiritual sense of being our creator. And then Lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad, and Lam yakun is la, and he created, and not he created, not one was created, a single one, except by him, basically. It's the same as like Shema Israel Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad, which is the Deuteronomy 8:2 or 6:4? What is it? Deuteronomy. It's in Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 6:4, I think. Deuteronomy 6:4 says, "Hear, O Israel, Shema Israel." Really, you should say not Yahweh, because that's blasphemous to say. I guess I blasphemed, and I apologize, most of all to God. But you would say Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai means our Lord, and Eloheinu means our God. The Lord, our God. And then you say Adonai Echad. Adonai, one. Meaning completely indivisible. There's no... God is one, and everything else is nothing. There's nothing else besides God. So whatever, when people say God isn't real, then sometimes I laugh and I think, no, you aren't real. God's the only thing that is real. Get it? Israel. Dad jokes. Jokes of the father. Get it? I just make myself laugh. I hope I make God laugh. Well, I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer. And now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never shall pray the wild rover no more, and it's no day, never, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom of yours I could have any day, and it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. I took from my pocket 10 sovereign bright. The landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. Well, she said, I have whiskey and wines of the best, and the words I've spoken are only in jest. And it's no, ain't never, no, ain't never no more. But I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. I'll return to my parents, confess what I've done. I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. When I've regrets me as oft times before, I never shall play the wild rover no more. Ain't it no, ain't never, no, ain't never no more. That I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. And it's no, ain't never, no, ain't never no more. But I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. One more and then I'll head on the road, hit the old dusty trail. let's see. Maybe I'll play it up in D. I'll just change it up a little bit, put a capo on it. Sitting on the riverbank, nothing coming down. Don't know why I don't move on out of this old town. Suns are falling in the street, winter's setting in. You don't need to change to say to me you can't go home again. Now sing me a song, it's not too long, take me home tonight. Till around the bend I'll see again the ridge road gravel and the coal oil line. Heard it on my radio, bad times all around. Tell me something I don't know, what change could help out now. Looking for a good time gal, searching for a friend. Mourning for those good old days I never thought would end. Oh, sing me a song, it's not too long, take me home tonight. Till around the bend we'll see again the ridge road gravel and the coal oil line. Yeah, the snow is sitting on the riverbank, nothing coming down. Don't know why I don't move on out of this old town. The snow's falling in the street, winter's setting in. And the years have changed, say to me you can't go home again. So sing me a song, not too long, take me home tonight. Till around the bend I'll see again the ridge road gravel and the coal oil light. Till around the bend I'll see again the ridge road gravel and coal oil light. Merry Christmas to you all, my friends. I am going to now go spend time with my family, but God bless you and have a wonderful day. And however you choose to celebrate the solstice, Yule, all the holidays around here, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Hanukkah's already passed, so I didn't say Happy Hanukkah, but, Happy Hanukkah. It's just that it's over. So, however you choose to celebrate with your family, good for you. I love you. Have a nice rest of your day. Go spend it with family if possible.